man. I'm
Oh, so
grateful.
it's all good. First, we want to jump in and tell the people who you is, where you from, and what you do.
Yeah, my name is Wolfsta. I'm from Bulgaria, and most people really don't know where that is. I've heard all type of guesses. China, Russia, Bulgaria is next to Greece. Most of you know Greece, I think, and that's in Europe. That's in Eastern Europe. And I moved to Atlanta 6 months ago. Just bought a ticket and came here, and I've been doing music for more than 10 years. I would say a lot more than 10, but I don't want to say exactly how much, because it's so much. It's such a long time. And yeah, I've been doing pop and trap music, but I would consider myself a singer. Although sometimes I almost rap on the beats, I would consider myself a singer, yeah.
Okay, okay. Man, I've been checking out a few of your things on your page, and I just the first question I wanted to ask you is just as a up and coming artist, like what motivated you, or what made you think about just going on the street and performing? I mean, I see you out there. You was out there with no shirt on. I said, this is a man. This is a man that's passionate. I said he passionate about his shit. He passionate. You out there like
Yeah.
you really performing and got the crowd behind you. And these are strangers off the street. It was like where did that come from?
Well, to be honest, like I think that was 2016 when I started playing on the streets, and
Mm-hmm.
to me, it was always the ultimate test because at the end of the day, those people don't have to stop and listen to you. You really have to be fire. There is no plan B. There is no other choice. You gotta be fire. Otherwise, you'll be singing for yourself. And actually, there was a guy. His name is Infidelix. He comes from Texas, and he moved to Berlin. And I've seen him play on the streets a couple of times, and he always had these huge ass crowds. And I was like, damn, like. And I looked at it more of like, okay, I want to develop my style, and I want to promote myself. So then what happened in 2016, I bought a little speaker with a microphone, and here people saying I missed the time with you at Alexanderplatz. So Alexanderplatz is the main part of Berlin where I used to perform, where you saw the videos probably. So I
Okay.
took that speaker and I started going out, and bro, that was the worst thing ever, bro.
Mm.
Demirov. I don't know how to explain, how to like portray the feeling, bro. Every day I go out, it's cold as fuck. I sing and nobody looks at me, bro. I sing
Damn.
for half an hour. I sing for an hour, 2 hours. And you're trying to be artistic. You're trying to give your best. Everybody walking by. Hundreds of people, bro. And this shit really, really, really fucks you up. And then you go home, and next day when you gotta go out, the feeling is so strong. Like you feel almost depressed. I felt depressed while going there. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna go there. And I kept going and I kept going. And suddenly I started creating a little fan base, bro. Like literal, but not like online. People who talk to me and say hi, a literal fan base. And then every day I go and I see them there at the same time. And they're waiting for me. One, two, three, four, five people. And people start rolling with me, bro. Almost wherever I go with the speaker, they come with me. Sometimes
Mm.
like tens of people, bro. And at one point, I would say it took me at least half a year. I don't know, like I would say a year later, it was super strange. I already had a feeling for it in a way where I just take out my speaker, I turn it on before I start performing. People already feel the vibe. The whole place around me feels the vibe, and people start looking at me because of my demeanor, bro.
Mhm.
So what I learned, it's all about the energy. It's all about like, oh, you gotta watch me right now. You gotta look at me right now. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. So,
So
and then,
what did it mean? These strangers just like we finna just be like your band. Like
well,
we just gonna be your band, or we gonna do whatever like that sudden you just got a team.
yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I look at it this way. That's how I explained it to myself. All of us want to be something. I think a lot of people want to be in the spotlight. they want to be strong, they want to be confident, and when they see somebody doing that, they naturally gravitate towards that. So that's my explanation, pretty much. And like, I don't know, like, I know it's gonna sound cocky, but I always felt like a star, bro, since I was young. So to me, it was normal. I know it sounds terrible, bro, when I say that shit, but I don't know, bro. I always had it in myself. To me, it was not hell. I was like, hell yeah, of course you're rolling with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I still feel like this to this day. You know, some people might say it's fucking like I'm too confident, but I honestly I prefer to be overly confident.
Confidence is how you get in the door, man. I mean, like I said, I know it's a little might be a little different in Berlin because it's not, the music scene is a little different. But I mean, just coming from where I'm coming from, we like that fly shit, man. We like that fly shit. If I could look at you and I know you fly, man, we gotta smoke a joint. I gotta shake your hand. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We congratulate fly. We
Hell
congratulate.
yeah. Nah, I feel that for sure. Confidence is key. 100 kj. That's my guy. Nah, for sure. Like I heard Russ saying that he's like, in this game you gotta be overly confident so you have that cushion because so many things are gonna go wrong. So many people are gonna doubt you. I never did it intentionally. I just had it in me, but it was dope. I mean, it was almost like a gang, bro. Like I was on the streets and these girls and guys, whatever I say, they go and do that shit in a way. Like if, oh, can you go and take this? Oh, and everybody bringing me like alcohol, food. They throw in money. They buy my CDs. Bro, like I don't know. It's just different, bro. When your fan base is people who see you with their eyes versus people who find you on the internet. This shit is different, bro. It's different. Like they feel you like family almost. Yeah.
So fast forwarding a little bit now, you done kind of made your stamp in Berlin, but it ain't really popping. So you come to Atlanta. You
Yeah.
come to Atlanta, and what I mean, what was that? What made you just be like, I'm just gonna go to Atlanta. I'm buying the ticket, and I'm, because
I mean,
that's a big move though. That's a big move. That's like me going to Berlin right now.
yeah.
So I'm saying that's a big move.
Yeah, which would be a bad decision if you decide to do that. That would be a really bad decision, bro. Don't do it. But honestly, look, if I say that it was an easy decision, I would lie, bro. It was not an easy decision for sure. I mean, I had that idea for a while in my head. I've been to LA in 2018 for like 10 days. And in my head, I always wanted to be in America. And I was kind of waiting for the right time. And in 2019, I posted my song Sad and Sober, which in 2021 hit 1 million on Spotify.
Mm,
And
okay.
everybody who was listening to it was from the US. And then I really started thinking, okay, I'm making music in English. The first language in Germany is German. And I've been putting so much music out, hustling so hard, and I still haven't get to where I'm going. So it was only a logical choice for me to come to America, you know? And then how it happened, bro, sometimes you just gotta buy a ticket, bro. Like no plan B, you just gotta jump. Like
Mm.
you gotta believe in the fucking what's written for you type of shit. And then
Throw them
I
dice.
can't, yeah, roll the dice, bro. And the funny thing is, every time you roll the dice, you win, bro. There was never a point in my life where I blindly jump into something and I don't win. Never. I can't remember even one time.
Mm.
So what I did was I was pretty much promoting myself online in America. And before I came to America, I booked like even before I came, I bought a lot of tickets to networking events. I started booking sessions to different studios, and that was my main goal: networking. And honestly, like people in America really don't understand that because they haven't been outside too much. But we are super different, bro. So I had to adjust how honestly like how to behave, what's
Mm.
fucking cool, what's like how to treat people right, how to be like, you know, America is really different. Like Europe is really intense. Europe is like if I tell you, like even right now, me and you said we're gonna be 4 p.m. on the live, and you know you're the type of guy who'll be there at 4 p.m. But most people in America, nah, 4 p.m. for them is like, that's around 5:30, you know? And I had to get used to that shit because I'm always like, boom, we do this now, boom, we do this now, boom. People here really like chill, chill. And I had to learn to be chill, but still keep that accuracy within myself. So it's
I hear you.
that part also.
I hear
But
you.
yeah, that was the plan pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, what was the biggest transition though? Because that's like what was the biggest transition of like, your adjustment? Like, I know it's like, the race thing, and I mean, you said you in Atlanta, but Atlanta is predominantly black, so you didn't think of how are they gonna take to my music? How are they gonna take to me? And then like, I mean, I know you look like you fly, I know you like. So how you getting off to the girls? How is because it's a super transition because like you say, everything is different. And I don't know the culture out there in Belgium, but I know out here it's a lot of gold diggers. You got 1 million views on Spotify. They like what you doing? What you got going on?
Bro,
Can you buy me a purse? I'm just saying, and then a BBL might have you caught up a big booty because I don't think they got booties like that in Berlin, man. I don't think they got booties out there like that. Man, it done happened to the best of us. It done happened to the best of us. We done got caught up. So I'm just saying, how you been keeping your focus? What was the biggest?
bro, that question is perfect. So let me start in the beginning what you said about race. First of all, that's the first time I encountered that shit, like people dividing themselves. Because to answer your question, your indirect question, yes, there are black people in Berlin and in Bulgaria. And maybe it's me because when I was young, I had like 2 or 3 friends of mine who were like mixed in Bulgaria. Yeah, in Bulgaria there is mixed people and black people, even if you don't believe it, there are.
Oh, I believe.
So
I
I
believe.
was, yeah, I was always super open-minded. Plus Berlin is really like people from everywhere, from around the world. So that wasn't the like I didn't even think about that. What really amazed me when I came to America is like how I don't know, like there's a big divide in here. Like it's huge. And I really when I came here I was like, hey, I don't want to be on either side. I just want to be myself. And also you gotta know I'm in South Atlanta.
Mm.
Okay? I don't know if you've been to South Atlanta.
I haven't. I haven't.
Yeah, well, if somebody in the comments who knows where South is, what like so if they've been to South Atlanta, they can say. So to be completely honest, all the studios I go to, everywhere I go to, even if I go to Walmart, usually I'm the only white guy. Let's put it this way,
Mm.
bro. Feels perfect, you know. Like I don't know, bro. Like honestly, I never looked at race at all. To me, people are people, bro. You know, I
That's
just don't like
that's
that
say a
people.
lot. That say a lot about Berlin too, though. That say a lot about how diverse Berlin and other countries besides the United States. Because I
Yeah,
can just imagine what you dealt with.
and I would say one more thing, bro. I don't want to tell anybody how to live their life, but me as an outsider, I see people intentionally trying to go against each other in America, which is really fucked up, bro. Like, because there's cool people everywhere, type of shit.
Mm.
But I feel like the media really fucks with everybody's brain and is trying to, like, really. Because, like, I'm white, you are black, I could be mixed. Bro, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck, bro? Like,
I feel you.
I don't, honestly, that's my opinion. Of course, like everybody has their own opinion. I don't think that needs to be a conversation even. In Berlin, it's not a conversation. Like in Berlin, if you talk about these things, you know, it's
Mm.
kind of fucked up, bro. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
other than that,
So we don't want to get too political,
yeah,
but
my bad, bro.
so how you dealing with these strip clubs, man, and these big booties, man? How you dealing with that
Listen,
shit out there, man? You ain't got nothing pregnant yet or nothing. You been
no,
good.
I'm not a rookie, bro. I'm not a rookie.
Okay, say that then. I know. I heard you say you was fly. I know you fly. I'm just saying it. It happened to the best of us. I don't know if I could even just say I'm in Magic City and I'm just cool. Like, man, I might have to throw a 10 piece, a 20 pieces, something out there, man. I be seeing it. I'm from San Francisco, California. We don't really do strip clubs like that, and but I'm just saying the transition from the girls in Berlin to the girls in Atlanta. How you been dealing with that?
Well, first of all, I don't go to clubs that often. I'm in the studio most of the time. I mean, I literally live in the studio, literally right now. Next door is my bedroom. So if I'm not here, I'm in other studios. But I saw that was really interesting in the beginning when I came here and I did a few live shows. And I see the girls, like really, really, really nice girls. You know what I mean? Come up to me, be like, "Oh, what's your Instagram?" Da, da, da. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Damn, I'm cool as fuck." And then I can just see it in their eyes how they try to be like, "Okay, this guy." They go see my profile. I got like 15,000 followers. I got million streams on Spotify. And then they start looking at you and be like, "Do you really have money though?" Type of shit. And I like, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So that's how it goes here. So honestly, I don't like girls like that, bro. Like you can't come up to me like that. I'm on some legit shit, bro. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. I can't be around people trying to please people, bro. Fuck these bitches, matter of fact. So you can never get a penny out of me. Matter of fact, you know, it might be the other way around. I'm never paying for nothing. Never paid in my life. Never gonna pay in my life in the future, bro. That's how it is, you know. But
I got you.
listen, girls in Atlanta, I'm not gonna say you've been to Atlanta, right?
I've been once. I've been once.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've been to LA. LA can't even compare, bro, in my view, to Atlanta, to what I've seen here when it comes to like the girls, you know?
Okay. Another question I just wanted to, so how do you, I don't want to ask you too many questions about you being out here, but it's like, the whole thing with the Donald Trump and all that, and just everything you've been seeing, like, what do you think about that? You coming from Berlin, because it's a lot of corrupt shit going on. Do shit like that happen in Berlin? Is that kind of like normal as far as like how the government is? And I don't know. I mean, I'm just because I'm adjusting to the politics because as you get older, you got to start caring a little bit. I can
Yeah.
remember being 18 and not caring who the president was, and like whatever, like that ain't got nothing to do with me. But now that I'm a little older, I be paying attention, and it's so corrupt. And my question to you is it like that in Berlin? Is it different? Is it?
I would say two major things. The first one, listen, that's my opinion. You can go to the bottom of it. They're all the same. That's my view. That's my personal view. Whether it's this guy, this guy, this guy, at the end of the day, is the individual is what matters. And the second thing, why I'm saying that first, is the second thing. America has it good, bro. In America, you can make money, you can have freedom. It just takes a little bit of hustle here and you can make it. In Germany, yeah, in Germany, you have like, health insurance, like when you work, like I can go and get a fucking heart transplant. I'm gonna pay like $10 a day just because I stayed in the hospital. That's the maximum. In America, you don't have that shit. In Germany, the like things are cheaper. Actually, they're kind of expensive now because of the war. But Germany is a fucking socialist country, bro. Anybody who tells you anything different is capping for real because you can't become rich in Germany. It's like the system is made where where you're in the middle kind of, they keep you healthy. You don't have to pay for, but you're never gonna be rich. So I would say Americans really don't cherish America for what it is. I understand we're all trying to get better. We're all trying to be like, oh, this shit has to change. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Biden. Honestly, I don't subscribe to any one of them. But first of all, I think people need to appreciate more the climate in America, bro. And Donald Trump and Biden, I don't want to take sides because I have to dig super deep to tell you like, okay, this guy's legit, this guy isn't. What I would say, bro, it's so easy. People on the smallest level try to politic and think about their own fucking interests. And you mean to tell me that somebody with that much power isn't doing things in his interest? Just from a human standpoint, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, people don't even have a dog in the fight and they're still trying to win a situation and dominate a situation. And when it comes to fucking America, bro, everything, they know exactly what the fuck they're doing. So that's what I would say.
I got you. I got you. So, you know, wrapping up a little bit, what do you want in your career? You know, what do you want your fans to know about you? What do you want your legacy to be? Like, not even saying when it's said and done, because you know me, I just feel like, you know, you can be doing it forever. You can do music forever. So what when people meet you, your fans, you know, just people that want to sign you, people that want to do business, what do you want them to know about the Wolfsta?
Man, I want them to know that there is a way to change yourself. And that's why my music, from one side, is super slow and depressing, and on the other side, I go crazy on the streets naked, because I want to show them you don't have to identify with the worst part of your character. Matter of fact, you have to identify with the best part of your character. That's why my first tattoo, which I have here, is no plan B. That's why everything I do, I say no plan B, because we all have that greatness within us. And I think it's mostly about the people surrounding you that mentally limit you to become that greatest version of yourself. So that's why when I do the depressing type of songs, I'm showing the people, hey, you see, I got that side of me. I know that side of me. Heartbreak, depression, pain. But then when I post a strong soul, you see, I don't stay there. You can never stay there. So that's what I would like people to think about me. I would like my end goal is to live forever. My end goal is in 150 years, a boy discovers me on fucking TikTok, Spotify. It's probably gonna be only one social media where it's gonna be with a feed, with music, with everything. Discover me there and be like, bro, this motherfucker was on something different. That's what I want, bro. When I die, my music to live on. And actually, every time I do a song, that's what I'm thinking about. I don't want to sound like nobody else, because why? The whole purpose of my life is to express my voice and my views. Otherwise, I'm just like everybody else. So I would say that's my main purpose.
Man, that was great. That was great. That, I mean, like I said, you know, every time you interview somebody, you get a little bit of game. You know, you can get anywhere, but man, I really appreciate you coming on the show, man. And you dropped some real knowledge and some juice. You even made me think a little different about some shit. So, man, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, man. So anytime you need something, anything you want to let the people know before you get up out of here, anything you got coming, any shows, anybody you want to shout out, man, go ahead and do your thing.
I want to shout out JB. We pushing so hard. He's a producer from Atlanta. I want to shout out the whole crew. And I got a project. I haven't posted a song in like 4 months, and I have a small EP coming out on 1st of December. It's gonna be with a bunch of big artists. And also, I don't know if I also have okay, I'm not gonna reveal his name, but let's say I got a huge feature on the way in January. It's probably gonna be January 15th. Whoever is from Atlanta is definitely gonna know that name. And I mean, that's what I would say. If you don't want to help me, stay out of my way. I even rhymed it.
Man, definitely, man. We appreciate you, man. Anytime you want to do something with that song, I'm gonna drop that song when I see it on your page. So, yeah, man, we brothers in life. You don't owe me nothing, man. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Pleasure talking to you, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
For sure.
Peace.